Hello there. Welcome to the politically incorrect Wacko Jacko Comedy Hour. Del Mar edition. Hey, it's cool here. We're at the beach. It's California. They're like chilled because it's like under 70. It's a little fog in the morning. It's like, oh, no cold. Oh, where's my coat? Whatever. I go to New York. Toughen up. Bye. Anyway, certainly nice to be here at the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Sunrise, sunset. It's the way things should be. Thank you. The water smells really, really nice. And there is karmic law here. There are Republicans, but they are kept at a minimum. Thank Jesus. Anyway, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Loving California. Need a hairstylist? Got one handy? Oh, please, cut my hair. Anyway, back to you later. Now we return to your regularly scheduled program, which will include McDonald's Super Meals Value Pack today. Don't mind the tourists, they come and go. Glad they go too. There they go now. Woohoo! Here comes Surfer Show. Yeah. Tourists go, surfers come. Ho ho! Bye bye.
Hello, hi, DJ. Hello, Martiqua. Everyone's here. Hi. Sitting, I'll give you a fall down. Hi, girl. You look so bon-soirish. Oh, thank you. I love your hair. Oh, thank you. You're so French. Ooh la la. Pretty bubbles. Bubbles? Yes. Very nice. Pretty bubbles? Yes. Did you like it? Was it a gift from That's nice. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. Oh dear. Oh, fine. Well, MargO, let's see you all.
I'm bumped, sweaty, and smudged. And it's all her fault.
Female woman. Cow. Cow plunger. That was a recipe we had.
Yeah,
that was wonderful. Cow plunger. Yes. Lowered my blood pressure.
Well, what's on the menu tonight? Well, we have this wonderful dessert that came from my great-grandma.
Oh!
Yeah, my great-grandma Minnie.
Minnie!
From Germany. Minnie.
Right. Minnie.
I wish.
She's from Germany?
Yeah.
Did she was?
Yes.
Cool.
My great-grandmother, yes.
Did she like schnitzels?
I imagine she liked a lot of things. She looked like she did. Anyway.
Minnie's little recipe.
Yes. It's a peach yogurt pie with raspberry sauce. She made her own yogurt.
And then really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's very cultured.
It is. That was almost funny.
Thank you. DJ can be almost funny.
Yeah.
Where MargO's very funny.
Well, funny. Funny like
Funny like that,
yeah.
All of them.
Why not take all of her?
Because I have all
You can only take so much.
Alright, anyway, so what are you gonna do? Well, why don't we have somebody be Vanna and display things
Vanna, BJ.
as I
Fabulous.
Yay! You have the flowy sleeves.
She is so flowy. It's gorgeous, was he? What are we going to show first?
Well, how about the list?
The list?
Other than you.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we need a cup of graham cracker crumbs.
Graham cracker crumbs.
Yes, so we're showing the two different kinds.
Wow.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Quarter cup of sugar.
Oh, I like sugar.
Put in there. This sweet stuff in there.
Yes.
This is just for the crust, by the way.
Okay.
3 tablespoons of Crisco oil.
Oh, BJ had some in your purse? Is that where you have this?
No, I don't leave it in my purse. It's at home.
Oh, okay.
And 1 1/4 teaspoons of water.
Why are there fingerprints in here?
Oh well. Aqua.
Email us and they can tell us what they think. For the filling, we need 1 quart, and we're going to use peach-flavored frozen yogurt.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, because we don't have Great Grandma Minnie's yogurt recipe. So we're just going to do it this way. Now for the sauce.
Ooh, I like sauce. Let's hit it.
1 12-ounce package of frozen unsweetened raspberries.
Okay.
Or is it raspberries?
Raspberries.
Thawed. 1/3 cup sugar, again, same
la,
tin.
la.
It's amazing. 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. There, and that's a little
Fabulous.
1/8 of a teaspoon salt, which leads me to say, why do we bother? And a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract.
Only the best, Watkins.
Yes.
How do you milk an almond? I mean, to get the extract. I imagine that's what you're doing.
Well, talk to Cher. She probably knows.
Okay.
Anyway. Anyway. Now, there's also the possibility that if you do not want peachy, which is what we're using here, peach-flavored frozen yogurt, you can do a slightly richer version.
How's that?
By
BJ sounds richer.
substituting chocolate-flavored frozen yogurt for the peach.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. I think it would be fabulous. It's kind of like my pudding pies that I make all the time. Anyway, see, that must be where the skill came.
I think so.
And the creativity. You be quiet. I saw that.
I'm just here to help.
Sure. Let me know when you feel like starting.
I will.
Okay, good. Alright, so why don't we apportion the tasks here and get started. So, Miss MargO,
Yes.
do you want to start on the sauce?
Yes. Hit the sauce.
On the stove over there?
Alright.
Alright. We need to heat the oven to 350 degrees, please.
Perfect.
Place the cooling rack. If we have,
Right there.
oh, we're going to use this.
Marvelous.
Fabulous.
Cool.
So, and Miss BJ, my healthy that I miss so much, I'm glad she's back. We need to, you can work on the crust.
Okay. That fits. I'm a little crusty.
Well, you said it, I didn't. You don't look at, no one would ever know. Look at her, she looks fabulous.
She is flawless.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Wait a sec.
Are we having problems?
Look at this.
Issues? No, look at this. This face. She hasn't made it up for TV in 5 years.
That's heavenly.
Well, let's compare. 5 years ago, now.
All right.
5 years ago, now.
Yes.
She may have lost her skill, we'll find out.
Well, you know, it's not that you've lost skill, it's just that the look is different here.
It's called wrinkle.
We all more, and all of us are more wrinkled. You certainly are not less. So there. Anyway, so to start the crust, we need the graham cracker crust. And we should probably talk about the differences. Okay, because we found some really fun details that might help you make a decision about which ones you want to use. We have honey-made graham crackers with honey in them. Okay, so that would add flavor to your crust. Or you could, if you wanted to, use cinnamon-flavored graham crackers.
Oh, very
Which I think is
interesting.
wonderful.
In a crust. And
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to use those?
Should I be heating up
Give me
something
mine.
for the film?
Yes,
Like,
please.
I don't know in this.
Oh,
Well, just so happens.
Oh.
That's okay. I can just, yes, there I
So
go.
you can start working on
For sauce,
the
yes.
ingredients
Combine
for
the
the
sugar,
sauce.
cornstarch, salt, and raspberry.
The raspberry, sugar, cornstarch, and salt.
I love it.
Over medium heat until it comes to a boil and is thickened.
Ooh, I like thickest.
Have girlfriends shouting you that?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this in the pie pan or do you want to do it in the bowl?
Oh, bowl. I'll grab one.
Okay, I'll move.
I'll get down here.
Oh,
Sounds like you're looking there.
I don't have a shiver.
Beautiful. Yeah, sugar for me.
third.
Oh, sure. Really? Yeah. Oh, it is a third. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Alright. This is difficult. We should have put this on cards, right?
I don't know.
I know.
Now, how many graham crackers do we need?
Now we need
Oh, dear.
1 cup of crumbs. But you know, I don't know, because I'm thinking it might be more like a cup and a half.
No, we can find out.
Because I don't know if that's going to be enough.
It's kind of a big pie kit.
Yeah.
So let's put them in here and I'll crush them.
Alright, sounds good. So,
Teaspoon of cornstarch.
Let's just do a whole package like that.
alright.
Use my reach there. 1 teaspoon.
Shimmy it off. Put it in there. Okay. Now, let's see if that ends up being enough. You could use this here.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, you have aggression too in the workout. Ooh, stay over there with that. Sounds like a lot of aggression is sleeping. I feel a lot of it.
You know, it just says 1 cup of grams.
Yes.
Let me see how much this is.
That's probably more than a cup. But I think we need more than a cup myself.
This is almost exactly right. Should we try it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Dump it in there and we'll see.
Press through a sieve. I don't think we have
No,
one.
we can use a colander.
Perfect. You ladies have thought of everything.
I was going to ignore that, DJ. Not enough anyway, so now we have to figure out what we're going to do with it.
Well, I am stirring this until it comes to a boil and is thickened.
Yes, please.
It has the raspberries, the sugar, and a little bit of salt. An eighth of an inch.
And
Inches
then
now.
we
Eighth of
need
a
3
teaspoon of salt.
tablespoons of that, my dear.
3 tablespoons of Crisco.
I think that's a tablespoon. Yep. And 1 1/4 teaspoons of butter.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Have you ever used the water dip method for that?
Water dip?
Water dip.
What's that?
Put it in a glass measuring cup of water in it at a certain level so that when you put the Crisco in there, the level will go up a quarter,
Okay.
go up the amount that you want.
Cool.
Then you dump the water out and put it in there.
That's a great hint.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Now what?
Now,
Oh, I think
we need
it's boiling.
1
It's not
and
like that.
1/4 teaspoons of water. That is not really boiling.
Let's see.
We
Let's
want to
see.
boil it
my
down quite a
imagination.
bit. Well, it's boiling, but it's not boiling enough.
And it's not thick. We need it thicker than this, right?
Yep.
Yes. Why do they even make a 1/4 teaspoon?
Yes,
Or
how about an eighth
Or
or
an
so?
1/8 of a teaspoon?
I know.
Are you kidding? What?
Beautiful, BJ.
You are too.
You know, I wonder if
Did
we
you
should take
put the whole
a station
down?
identification break.
We should.
'Cause
In just a second here.
just a oh, what do you have? Sorry.
Quarter. A cup and
1 1/4 teaspoon.
1 1/4
teaspoon of water.
Water.
That's pretty specific.
It is, but and I don't understand why. It's okay.
Well, while my stuff is thickening, and we've got this together, I think we should take a little break and come back.
Okay. See you in a few minutes.
See you in a few minutes. Bye!
Or at this point, maybe just turn it off.
You're watching the Nancy Boys. I'm the pretty one.
I'm the pretty one, he says. Delusional!
You're watching the.
Gee whiz.
You're watching the Nancy Boys.
I didn't mean to be.
We're back.
How should we bring that to the version?
We're front. We're back. Well, my raspberries have been boiling for quite a while over here. I think I'll put in that extract. Almond extract?
Almond extract.
How much should I put in?
Let me see. Could you put in 1/4 teaspoon, please?
I just that. 1/4?
Yes, 1/4 teaspoon. Well, you were too busy trying to come up with kinny just to sing about me.
Sing along, everyone.
You have to find that music and share it with our audience. The real music, so they can tell the difference.
1/4, right? Yes. 1/4 teaspoon. Very small.
Who started that movie?
How many?
Is that Deborah Carter?
No, she was another nun.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Okay, the extract is in.
She was a cute young thing, though. What that?
Deborah Carter was gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
All
now.
right, so far our pie crust.
I'll keep stirring. I'll stir that in.
Okay, good.
And take it off the heat, probably, huh?
Yes, thank
Oh, it
you.
is nice and thick now.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to mix together the Crisco with the graham cracker and the sugar.
And a little bit of water.
A little bit of water.
That's right, I remember.
Tiny little bit of water.
Shake it. Mix it.
She didn't lose that skill while she was gone, did she?
No.
In fact, from what I've heard, she probably had more practice.
Did you play tennis when you were on vacation?
I did. Those balls were flying across the court. Balls were flying.
I bet. Love. Something close to it.
40 long.
40 love. I bet it's close to 50.
Not in tennis!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Trying to stay with the analogy here.
She's such an athlete. You can imagine.
Is that the word you were thinking? That's the word that came out of your mouth. But is that the word you were thinking?
Jorge is in the other room.
In my other room. That's beginning to look yummy.
It smells so good.
So does that sauce.
Ooh. You know one thing I did find out?
What's that?
Ah! PJ! Look at the sauce. Now, can you see this?
Not when you're holding it. 45%?
Alcohol. Here, give me some.
Oh my goodness.
Well, no wonder everyone likes this recipe. Do you know much about your grandmother? Minnie?
You know what? She
Did you
didn't
happen to use it at first
She
at
didn't
all
make the
times?
extract. Watkins did.
Oh, okay.
Watkins, not my great grandmother.
My goodness.
All right. Now,
Oh, yes.
For the crust, press with a fork, or
Four.
mix with a fork and press firmly against the bottom
Okay.
and the upside of the pie plate.
Ooh. You can, fingers are good, or you can press with whatever you want.
I think she likes to use her hand.
She is very talented.
There she is pressing against that bottom. And the upside.
Oh my, there is an upside.
Well, that's what the recipe says.
Oh dear.
press firmly against the bottom.
Not the bottom. Oh, press firmly against bottom and upside.
The upside of the pan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks good.
We suspected she would be good at that.
She's pressed a few bottoms in her days.
Hard. Hey.
Hooray! Not here.
He's at my house.
So many men that are not here.
Well, he graduated to the attic. You know, that doesn't mean he can leave it.
Okay.
He's chained up. Oh.
Oh dear. So hard to keep good health these days.
So,
I'm
Now
not
what do we
going to
do?
say anything. I want to, but I'm not going to. That looks
Beautiful,
nice.
DJ. Wonderful.
Skillfully craftily
Yes.
done. Now,
Brava.
we want to bake it at 350 degrees
Okay.
for 8 minutes.
8 minutes. I'll set the
It
timer.
says, do not overbake.
Okay. She's slipping it in. Very good.
How did it fit?
Oh, it's a tight fit.
I know. Jorge.
Jorge.
I know. Okay. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to wait 8 minutes for that.
All right.
Now we're going to wait 8 minutes for the pie crust to bake, firm up a little bit, and while we're doing that, we're going to put together the filling.
Ooh, the filling. That sounds wonderful.
Yes, for the filling, spread the softened yogurt into the cooled crust.
Oh,
we
can't
do yet.
Okay. Should we come back?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
You're watching the Nancy Boys.
Welcome to another Nancy Boys Super Tuscan Adventure!
It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la. It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la. It goes around the world just la 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 la. It's all around the world just la 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 la.
Thanks, boys. Wow, isn't it gorgeous? Now, did you see all those beautiful, those are homes. Right on the Grand Canal.
How magnificent.
Now, they actually made a ruling. Back in the 1500s, it was such a powerful, rich city. They made a ruling, the government did, the Republica, that you could only be so ornate because everyone was topping each other. I guess it's keeping up with the Renitzis.
That's right.
Yeah,
But it became
that's
such
where
an
it
issue
started.
they had to pass actual laws.
The same was true of the dresses.
Oh?
Because the richer you were, the more flamboyant you were, and the better mask you had,
Oh.
the more powerful you were, but it was getting extreme. Women were actually in stilts so they could have longer trains, and they'd have to have one escort on each side of her to hold her up. It's a little extreme.
Yes. That's sacrificing for fashion.
See. And now, do you remember what the purpose of the masks are?
Not really. To have fun?
Well, it was a very Renaissance city.
Oh.
And the masks were about, the Renaissance inspired life in the here and now, enjoying what's here and now,
Oh,
not
that's
just
true.
sacrificing for the afterlife.
That's true.
But there's still a reputation you needed to upkeep. So the mask came as a handy way to go out, have your flirtations, have your wild times, and say your wild things without really having to self-identify. We know nothing about impersonating others, do we?
No, wouldn't have it.
Yeah, but that was all the rage. And you know what?
What?
There's gondolas there, right?
Gondolas, that's right.
Wait, I'm just getting a signal. Ronnie Day and Danny Kaye are just getting into a gondola.
Wow, that's terrific. Should
In
we go live to
Venezia, or
them?
Venice. Let's go live.
Okay.
Hey, let's see the back roads of Venice. We are ready to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode here. Guess where we are? In Venice with MargO.
Hey.
MargO is the absolute best gondolier we've ever run into. That's for sure.
Now, an interesting thing.
That's the Bridge of Sighs.
It is.
MargO
it
just
is.
said that's the Bridge of Sighs, and it has to do with prisoners, right? A long time ago. 300 years ago? Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Have you ever been in there, Marco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good.
2 months.
Good food.
Very good.
Now, an interesting fact on the Bridge of Sighs that I found out is this is the Doge's Palace right over here. And when you got tried and convicted, the Bridge of Sighs, you would be walked over and you could look through those little windows to see sunlight for the last time. Kind of a sad thing, but you can see sunlight for the last time over the Bridge of Sighs. I think that it's called that because you go, oof.
Now the traditional dress for the gondolier is a straw hat and a striped vest and black trousers. Very good! Yay, MargO! Usually, the oarsman stands upright and pushes the oar to row the boat in the direction he is facing. Very good. Example A.
Yeah, he's doing it right.
He's doing it right.
Yeah. Any more information on the gondola?
Oh, sure. Gondolas are handcrafted from 9 woods: beech, cherry, elm, fir, larch, lime, and mahogany, oak, and walnut, using techniques established in the 1880s. Wow, there you go. The new gondolas takes 3 months to build and costs about 10,000 lira.
Wow.
Very expensive here. And you can see it's just gorgeous.
They are beautiful. They're like polished with black lacquer, and all this ornamentation that gives Venice its charm and certainly its romance.
Oh, sure. There's over 280 separate pieces of wood used to construct this gondola.
280.
Should we count them? No.
Well, cool. Look at all this traffic here. You can probably see that ahead of us, and the just busy canals. We are very fortunate here because it's such a hot day. We're here in late May, early June, and it's very high season. Unbelievable temperatures. It's like August at the State Fair, I tell you that. It is hot. Speaking of hot, what's over there on the right there? Wow.
Gondoliers are part of the symbolism and mythology of Venice. Local legend has it that they were born with webbed feet. I don't know. MargO, were you born with webbed feet? No. To help them walk on the water. Their intimate knowledge of the city's walkways is passed down from father to son. This is still very much a male preserve. The gondola, with its slim hull and flat underside, is perfectly adapted to negotiating narrow, shallow canals. Once essential for transportation of goods from the markets to the plazas, gondolas today are largely pleasure craft, and a trip on one is an essential part of the Venetian experience.
Yeah, it is, and make sure you save up your money. Now, we got a great deal. During the day here, it's like 80 euro, which translates into about 100 euro, $100, which is quite a bit. But for 20 euro more, we're getting a much longer ride. It was 80 euro for 35 minutes, and we're actually getting a longer ride for an extra 20. If you go at night, muy expensivo. I know that we had friends do it last night, and for the whole hour, it was 200 euro, which would be about $250. So save up for the gondola ride if you want that experience. Now, a little bit about Venice. Venice is so fascinating. Now, what I understand is way back in about the 400s, 500s, the people in this area were so oppressed and so beat down by the barbarians on the mainland that they kept moving out to the islands. The islands weren't big enough to contain the society, so they started taking the mudflats and developed a technology to build a whole city on water. There's just mudflats under this island of Venezia, and what they do is they take millions and millions of wood pilings, drive them down into the mud, and what they knew is that if water stays in contact with the wood, it petrifies, so it becomes even harder than stone. So this city is built on petrified lumber. Then they could build over it, and it was sturdy. It's of course sinking. It's of course sinking, you know, and we can watch videos. It's fascinating, the floods in the wintertime and all. But wow, to think that this whole city is built on petrified wood, all in the middle of the ocean and mudflats.
They've got piazzas and palaces, huge monumental figures, all on top of these wood pillars in the water. It's just amazing. However, I guess in the wintertime, there is some flooding that occurs, so they've had to adapt their piazzas for that. They actually put out little walkways
over.
I think it's from like October to January where you get some water. But the shopkeepers have these special woods to sort of block the doors. And then by spring, it's all subsided again.
Yeah,
high tide, low tide stuff.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't plan your trip for winter here because you don't want to come during that. But that's why this is high season all throughout the summer, because the water is lower. And an interesting fact is, you know, Venice used to be such a thriving city, but now it almost completely thrives on tourism. And thank goodness for that, because we lose such a treasure.
Oh, it's true.
If it wasn't for the tourists.
They work really hard at keeping the old Venice alive and well.
Yeah.
Look at all the structures. They're just beautiful. Santa Maria Church? Oh, okay. Beautiful. Santa Maria Church. The asymmetrical shape of the gondola counteracts the forces of the oar. Without the left forward curve to the prow, wider on the left than the right, the boat would go around in circles. You could see that with one oarsman, as opposed to like a canoe or something.
Now back in, I think it was about 1995, the population was like 128,000 of Venice year-round, and then it dropped. Right now it's only about 58,000, but it took a little spike in 2001. I think they're really doing a lot more renovating. Most of the people that work here in Venice live in, let's see, do you know the name of that town? Merta? Right on the mainland. It's right across the bridge of the mainland. I think it's called Merta. MargO, do you live here in Venice or do you live in Merta?
Oh, he actually lives here.
Venice.
Wow, very good.
Year round?
Yeah.
And they have more flooding in the. No, not. Oh, that was just an old videotape.
200 years ago, it's possible Venice.
Oh, okay. Much
I
better
saw
now.
video.
Yeah.
No flooding in the winter anymore?
But it's one time, two times.
Oh, okay, not
November
bad.
is possible this year.
Oh, okay.
November?
Woo! The Sumpter laws passed in 1562. We're gonna have the wars here. Laws passed in 1562 decreed that the Venetian gondolas must be black to prevent the lavish display of wealth. So voila, they're all black.
Yeah.
One of the most fun things to do, I think, in Venice is just to wander the streets, the back alleyways, and see what you can find. We found wonderful shops. There's tons of jewelry, tons of glass, but just to have their coffee is wonderful. Sit in the side shop and have coffee and cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And it's quite easy to get lost in Venice. As we found out this morning, we got up at like 5:30 this morning to just see what it was like in early morning Venice, wandering the side streets. And we got lost quite a number of times. And then we wanted to eat and we're like, but it was okay. Because it's never too far away.
As Americans, it's important to know that they don't have eggs and toast,
No eggs and
waffles, or bacon. The Venetians eat a little different. They just have bread and coffee and start their
Sweet
day.
rolls. Yeah.
So you may want to plan ahead and, I don't know, tuck away a little breakfast for yourself for the next day, a day ahead of time.
Or as we've been known to tuck away some cheese.
Cheese is always a good thing. They do cheese so well here in Italy.
Yeah.
A hunk of cheese will get you through any disasters.
No,
Like when you're really starving.
Hey, MargO. What's the thing with the singing gondoliers? Do they do that anymore?
For a price?
For a price?
For the competition?
Because didn't there used to be singing gondoliers?
Or is that
Or is that just a
Hollywood?
myth?
Is that Hollywood?
Is that Hollywood? Yeah.
You heard it here first from MargO. It's just Hollywood.
It's just a myth. And I think they have them at the Venetian in Vegas.
Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. But this is the real thing.
Now, I guess there's an event called the Regatta Storica,
Yes,
held in September.
It's a competition of the gondola.
Oh, really?
Yes. Not only the gondola, it's other people of the skill of the rowing in the September of the 5 different competitions one day. The principal is the competition of the champion. No? It's the little gondola, it's the small size.
Oh, really? A smaller one?
Yes, 2 men. One here.
Oh, yeah.
For about 40 minutes, take the race in the Grand Canal.
Wow. Oh, wonderful.
It's very, very hard.
It's very competitive.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
very competitive?
Do you compete?
No.
No. How long have you been doing this?
Sorry?
How long have you been doing this?
This is 9 here.
9 years.
Very good.
And this is your career.
It's by the tradition of my family. I have the
Oh.
technique.
Good for you. Yeah.
So you're born and raised in
Sorry,
Venice?
1 minute.
Oh, sorry.
Needs to focus.
Oh, sure. Now, if you look on the front of this, the ferro serves to balance the weight of the rower. Its metal teeth symbolizes the sixth sistery of Venice beneath the dog's cap.
Wow.
Okay, back to the competition. So it's a smaller gondola.
Yeah, no, it's about 9 meters.
Oh, okay.
It's about 1 meter. Very, very.
Very small.
Yes, but it's very light.
Do they start with a gun then?
Yeah, you have this one. After I have another competition, I think it's the gondola. The same this way, and the 2 or 4 men.
Oh.
Get another competition. After the
I see, 2 men, 4 men. Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's the little size is same sandal is the name. here is a tour to Rome, like the competition. And after the competition of the very young people,
Yeah.
it's about this under 18. Hey, that is the 5 different competitions.
Wow.
Did you win a like trophy or medal or what do they win? Money?
Doesn't even so it's the principle of the champion.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Very
what do you love about Venice, Marco? Why do you love it here?
Venice.
Yeah,
Venezia.
Venezia.
I like all Venice because it's very beautiful. But that's the principal area, like me, as a academia area, here. Near here, you have the very traditional city. Why you have the very important people stay here.
Right around this area?
see.
Yeah. This is the beauty because it's the popular area.
Oh, sure.
Stellos.
Yeah. It is beautiful. And look at how, there's no cars here.
No, only boat.
Yeah, and it's
The people
so
is
peaceful.
by walk in the whole city. Take the water because we have the big ferry.
Oh, sure.
The principle is by walking.
Which is a huge. Rome is beautiful too, but it's so noisy.
Yeah.
It's not this beautiful,
Yeah.
but it's pretty, and noisy.
Yeah.
Where Venice is quiet, serene. Florence.
You know what? I think Florence is my favorite city. That would be the one to live in.
It might be expensive to live here. Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people have had to move out though, because it's gotten so expensive.
Yeah.
And they live in.
And it's has many different problems because you stay in the water. You pay two times. It's the service, the supermarket.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Food, they have the double transport. So by car and by water.
Oh, so that's the cost.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the cost of getting the materials here. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The Venice, this is the name of the capital is the Venice.
Okay.
Is the Roma is Lazio.
Oh, okay.
Is Milano is Lombardia. And many different.
The regions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In Venice, of course, the town. Venice and the Veneto form, on the face of it, an unlikely partnership. Venice is a romantic tourist city, frozen in time. The Veneto, a forward-thinking and cosmopolitan part of the new Europe. Yet the commercial dynamism of the mainland cities is a direct legacy of the old lady of the lagoon, who in her prime ruled much of the Mediterranean. Venice is one of the few cities in the world that can be truly described as unique. It survives against all odds, built on a series of low mud banks amid the tidal waters of the Adriatic and regularly subject to floods. More than 12 million visitors a year succumb to the magic of this improbable city, whose streets are full of water and where the past has more meaning than the present.
One thing I was reading about in the Veneto is it's very, very successful. This part of northern Italy, the Dolomites are on the top, then there's the Veneto Plain. The cities of Verona, Padua, and a few other major cities are really, really industrial in the Industrial Revolution. They have really gotten technology and been a very profitable area for modern Italy. It is the most profitable area of modern Italy. And it's interesting to have this jewel, the jewel here of Venice here, kind of as a tribute to the old Italy, because this was certainly in its time during the Renaissance and the ages prior to that, the #1 trading center in the world and the richest city in the world. And you can probably tell from the buildings and how all the people lived. I mean, long ago, with the Mask is so famous
Oh, yeah.
in Venice. The Mask was...
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, see. Well, that was actually in France, but it's that type of look.
But still, the mask, The
Yeah.
mask is here.
And they would have balls, and they'd actually walk around all the time in their mask. And it was a very decadent city. People were just busy doing all sorts of stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing. And they would hide their identity with their masks. The women's trains were very long, and then there were laws passed to not have them get too long, and they couldn't fall too far behind. One thing that was really, really interesting to find out is the women would wear huge stilts and platform shoes, walk around the streets of Venice with 2 escorts to keep them upright so they could have a dress longer than the next lady. It was very competitive. Also on the streets, here comes a big boat. What's on it? And okay, back to the trains. Now that we've been so lovely distracted. Yeah, you might want to come here. It looks pretty good, all across the board. I forget where I was going.
I know. Want a few facts on the building of Venice?
Sure.
Venice is built on a patchwork of more than 100 low-lying islands. Venice is built on a patchwork of more than 100 low-lying islands in the middle of a swampy lagoon. To overcome these extremely challenging conditions, early Venetian builders evolved construction techniques unique to the city. Building with impermeable stone supported by larch wood rafts and timber piles. This method proved to be effective, but most Venetian buildings are remarkably robust, many having stood for the last 400 years. By the 1500s, the city had taken on much of its present shape, and only in the 20th century has further building begun to alter the outline. First, pinewood piles were driven 25 feet into the ground before building work could begin. They rest on a solid contio, the compressed clay layer at the bottom of the lagoon. Then over the top of that, they laid some bricks. Then Istrian stone, a part of marble, was used to create a damp-proof foundation. Let's see, above that, that's it. Above that, they could build these wonderful buildings. And they've stayed afloat for hundreds of years. Pretty amazing.
Hey, Marco, do you remember what was the year when Venice was in its prime?
No, it's very not prime in Venice. Very quiet.
Quiet.
No, I mean in history, like in the 1500s, the 1400s.
We know Venice had lots of power. When was
Yeah.
that? You know when that was? A long time ago? Yeah.
No, Venice is a very long time of the history of the tourist city.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, history.
Okay.
Or tourism.
Yeah.
Very good.
Do they come in January, February? And how cold is it?
It's about 0
So it's a chilly city.
Yeah. You have the sun every day. Yeah, that's nice.
I'm taping Men at Work.
Okay.
I can jump in here a little bit.
I think I fall to the floor and like right now. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Yes, marble is I think there's white marble, orange marble. Oh, okay. The super here is a marble. And this is the sun marble. Well, this is the marble. Oh, I see. Oh, this is about but you see the inside. Outside, the photo is look at the photo. Inside,
Oh, sure. Very. And so therefore it shows the prices.
Oh, yep, then you different because you have right, the restaurant Rivita, it's nice restaurant. Oh, okay. Typical Venice style.
Your brother wrote?
Sorry?
Your brother wrote it?
No, this is and every other company is there for 10 years. Yeah, but it's very speedy, very quickly.
No, the background movie was so crazy. Oh, you're gonna fall in?
Oh, I could have. I'll just hold on now.
To your left, girl.
That's the one I was telling you about. What, the one you're jealous of? Martiqua! Hi, Kyle, how are you? Oh my goodness! Into the Watkins again? No. No? Straight from the heart. No contraband needed. Hi, everybody. Hi, we're back. Hey, just a second. This needs to go up a little bit. Oh.
We're almost back.
Used to going down. Oh, dear. So, we, for 8 minutes, had the crust in the oven, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
And then we cooled it. We let cool.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Cool.
And now we just have to strain the sauce.
Oh,
and then
strain
we'll put
that
the filling
sauce. I've never strained my sauce before.
in. I don't
This
believe
looks
you.
good. Oh, this looks so yummy. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
Ooh, isn't it wonderful?
Martiqua, I was wondering, what's the point of straining this raspberry sauce?
I think it is to remove as many of the seeds as possible.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
No, the recipe
okay.
actually called for a sieve. Do you know what that is?
Yes, but
My,
I don't think
I've
a lot
got
of
an
people
aunt that
use
drinks
it.
like one. I'm not really sure.
Oh dear.
Too much information?
Not enough.
You get along with that.
Pretty well.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Auntie.
Yes, this will be done in no time. It's working though.
It is.
And it smells wonderful.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And this would make
I
a
think it's the
fabulous
alcohol.
dye. It makes such a great dye.
Oh, I bet.
It would. It's such a great color. No one would think you were virginal wearing anything with that on it.
So glad we're wearing black.
Yes. Probably splatting all over. We just don't know. Oh,
That's why I'm hiding back here.
Good for you.
she's wild in the kitchen. BJ, I hear you've got a personal trainer, or you've been at boot camp. Of
I
some
have been
kind.
doing boot camp. You know, ever since I lost the baby, you know, we carried it full term, but it was not born alive.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was the son of Satan, so it's a good thing.
That's a good
But I've been struggling to get the weight off. Struggling.
Oh.
And I mean, all that baby weight.
Honey, after what you just went through, if you're just struggling to lose weight, you're doing pretty good.
So I have enlisted boot camp where they drill me for an hour. Now, normally I love being drilled for an hour, but not doing exercise.
What does she
So
mean?
I don't know. It's something about carpentry.
that's good.
Very good. So which part do we keep? This part?
The bottom part.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you something. I would keep that too. But
You would?
I would.
That does look delicious. Should we zoom in just for a
Oh,
second?
it looks
here?
wonderful.
Oh,
Here, you can
yes.
see it right there.
You can see it?
You can see it.
Tastes good on my finger. It's probably the alcohol.
Maybe it's your finger.
Maybe.
Now, there's another thing we're doing with the crust, right?
Oh,
Right.
what are we doing? So
Well,
this is Minnie's recipe. She's from Germany.
yes.
Yes, yeah.
Her full name is
Oh,
Wilhelmina Dell.
What?
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina.
Yes.
Very nice. Wilhelmina.
And there is our crust, which we've chilled.
Ooh, yes. Am I
Well, it's all right.
in your way, in your life?
Not at all. Then what are we
No,
going to do?
because she has a light from inside. So we're going to spread the yogurt.
Oh, that
into-
is softened. We did want to soften.
It is, yes.
Oh, dear.
It's yogurt.
It's softened.
That's softened.
How much? A quart, but I don't know how much that is.
A quart. Just put it in
Till it's full.
Till it's full.
Very cool.
Doesn't look very appetizing right now, but you know, if you saw half the things that were done in kitchens before you ate the food that you bought, you wouldn't want to buy it.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's a lovely idea for dessert.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And you can use chocolate if you want a richer. Is that what you mentioned?
Yes,
from
you can
Wilhelmina?
use chocolate flavored
Oh,
yogurt
okay.
instead.
Yay.
Then I would, just to make sure, I would put it in the refrigerator again to let it cool some more.
Maybe the freezer?
But let's put the topping on.
Okay.
All right, topping with Martiqua.
Let me grab the spatula again.
Okay.
Toptika.
Taptika.
Not usually. But you know, she's a little flexible. We'll see. Do not even dare to look shocked. Diva, let's just finish this thing. Please. You're trying to convince the audience of something that isn't even remotely possible. Put the sauce on the dessert. If you believe her, you're nuts.
Oh, now we're drizzling?
Okay, why don't we
We're drizzling?
pull
or
that up there, someone,
drizzling? Oh,
for the camera?
or I can pull that down. Are you like it up?
I always like it up.
Oh,
A little higher, a little higher.
So we can see in the...
In there, see in there. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Get that up there.
Get it up, Tika.
You're asking the wrong person.
Or a...
That'll do it.
That does look yummy. What an interesting dessert from Wilhelmina, or Midi. Very interesting.
Hold on.
Yum.
Let me swirl it together.
Yum.
Oh, that's better. Somehow
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta swirl it a little.
Swirl. I might have overfilled the yogurt.
Just a
Yeah,
smidge.
sorry.
All right. Well, this is wonderful.
We'll put it in the freezer and then come back and taste it. It should be in the freezer for about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We'll just have a couple drinks in the meantime.
So enjoy your Wilhelmina.
What?
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 What? What? What?
Peach sugar pie with raspberry sauce.
Someone talking? What? What? What?
Thanks, Wilhelmina. Yay. See you again soon. Bye. Yum.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to chat with you a little bit about my friend Periwinkle and her fabulous new webpage. You are going to want to check that out by going to thenancyboys.com and clicking on Periwinkle's name on the left-hand side, that little column there, and then you will see the fabulous things that we have done to change the Divas webpage and make it look fantastic. That way you will also be able to check out all of the little episodes and segments that she's filmed over the years, and you'll get to see how fabulous she really is. And why do I care? Because, well, you know, I'm as fabulous as she is, and we gotta share the love. So check it out. It's worth it. You'll love it. And if you don't, you can turn the computer off and go to sleep. Anyway, bye!
Yes, yes. Yes.
That's the one I was telling you about.
What, the one you're jealous of? we have our finished product here, and we're about to dig in and share it. We're glad that you could join us while we made peach yogurt pie with raspberry sauce.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, and it looks like a
Grandma
masterpiece.
Minnie's recipe.
Thanks, Minnie.
And usually hers turned out a little bit different.
We could have let it set up.
We
more, but
rushed.
We wanted to be
We
sure
did.
we tasted it in front of you. Yes.
There you go. Here.
Thank you.
Oh. Again, it's not set up, but I'm sure it's lovely. All right.
Three Musketeers
I'm
here.
just gonna try the edge there. Get some graham cracker.
Okay, little graham cracker. Wait for the hostess, the mostess.
You don't have any sauce on yours.
Oh, a little saucy. Saucy with me, Bernice. 1, 2. Interesting. Light. Very nice.
It is.
Very light. A nice light dessert. Maybe after a heavy meal, this would be perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Thank you.
good.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
thank you, Minnie.
Good.
We love your peach yogurt pie with raspberry sauce. It is a delight.
It is.
Let it set up a little longer and you'll be even more impressed.
You try it now and let us know if it turned out for you.
Goodbye!